see, I agree with the pro anti-Muslim thing. If I was
So then
the,
you're not for freedom of religion.
I am, but
I am,
Islam is
but
not.
not this religion.
Islam.
Yeah, what's up? How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 51.
And do you support Trump?
Well, yeah, I support the Republican Party, so I guess I support Trump.
Okay, why so? Why do you support
Why?
Republicans?
So, I came to this country, a little background. I'm from a Soviet Union background. I'm also a Jew, and I can't support a party that says death to Israel, death to America, you know.
But wait, so just let me just clarify. You think the entire Democratic Party says death to America and death to Israel?
Not the entire Democratic Party, but the people who are on the left say that. You don't hear any other Democrats condemning them for saying that.
Well, I mean, so specifically,
Other
I
than
mean,
John Fetterman, one guy, maybe two guys, that's it.
okay, so can you name one Democrat in Congress that has said death to America?
Death. I don't know if one Democrat in Congress says that. I'm not saying
So
the
what?
actual
You're saying random leftists online? What about Nazis?
No, I'm saying
You guys don't like you know that you have Nazis on your side, right? Like, do you want me to brand the entire right wing in the Republican Party as Nazis?
How many Nazis are there?
Oh, now we're asking about how many people who have that view, death to America, hold political office in America?
No, okay.
So then what the f are you
I'm
talking
saying
about? You're
is
talking about comments. What
you
percent?
don't.
I could ask
You
the same
don't.
question.
You're saying there were no
What percent of
unrest on
Democrats
college
agree with this
campuses?
take death to America? What do you think? What do you think the answer to that question is going to be? What percent? It's going to be like zero, dude.
Zero. So there's
Democrats are
no.
not advocating for death to America. What the f are you talking about?
Are they advocating for death to Israel? Do they? Are there
No, I don't even think that I don't
American
even think
flags
that the
at the
Democrats are
college
advocating for
campuses?
that either.
Really? I don't know. I see a lot of since the January
And can I
October
just tell you
7th
something?
thing.
You can condemn what the state of Israel is doing and also be Jewish. You know that, right?
Of course, but
Okay.
as a Jew, I guess I'm a Zionist then because I support Israel's right to exist.
Why do you think states have rights to exist? People have rights to exist, not states. I don't know what the f that means. And when we
What do you
talk
mean
about this within
states?
the context of typical conversation, that's just advocating for a Jewish ethno state. It's not just an existence of a country. It's specifically in the context of it being an ethno state that people are referencing. As a Jewish state, not just as a state, as a Jewish state, is what they're advocating for. Because when Mamdani says, oh yeah, Israel can exist so long as it's a state with equal rights, right? Then you hear them be like, oh, that's not answering the question.
Okay.
You're
I
still
don't know.
anti-Semitic. Like, when
When Mamdani was saying, what was that? Intifada, and then somebody asked him, would you, condemn, no, would you, when you said that globalize the Intifada, would you take that back? And he just danced around it. Mamdani does not support Israel, bro.
I
Come on,
never said Mamdani does. Because the
okay,
current
thank
state
you.
of Israel is an ethno-supremacist state
Do you think
that's
people like
currently running on
Mamdani,
apartheid and committing a genocide.
do you think, who's committing a genocide?
Israel.
Committing a genocide?
Yes.
How many people have they killed?
So I think that there's countless individuals that are underneath the rubble, but the estimates have around 70,000 Palestinians, right? And
Okay.
that's just categorizing people that have been accounted for.
Okay, you're a smart person, right? You don't
Yes.
think Israel is the only country that's committing atrocities that could be considered called a
No, I don't
genocide?
think Israel's the only country committing
But why
atrocities.
is Israel on everybody's lips
You brought it
around
up, sir.
every college campus? Why aren't there protests for Russia to stop killing people in Ukraine?
There is.
Why aren't there
There
protests
literally
for
is.
literally right? Unfortunately, I
And
don't see
also,
those.
like,
Why
maybe
aren't there any
because the
protests
current,
against
maybe
people?
because, like, when people are protesting, they're protesting how the current government is acting. If the government is acting in defense of Ukraine, maybe there are going to be less protests like that, specifically about Ukraine. Why? Because the U.S. government's already on a platform of defending Ukraine. So you have to understand, like, if that weren't happening, then yeah, there would be more protests. You have to understand the use and the basis for why these protests exist is they're trying to change the policies enacted by the government.
That's fantastic. Can why are there nobody protesting the the genocide in Nigeria.
Do you not think that there were a bunch of people on social media that were talking about
Social
this? And
media.
by the way, I just want to be clear. I don't think
Social
that there's a
media,
genocide
maybe.
against Christians in Nigeria.
You don't think?
There's no evidence of it.
Oh, there's no evidence. Okay, so
No.
nobody's killing Christians in Nigeria. Maybe,
No, there are
maybe
Christians
it's
dying
right-wing
in
propaganda.
Nigeria, but there's no evidence specifically that it's targeted as a special intent to destroy or unalive Christians specifically. Don't Muslims die at a higher rate?
Don't who?
Muslims die at a higher rate within
They
Nigeria?
die at a higher rate than Nigeria?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Nigerians?
there's a majority of the people who've been killed are Muslim.
In Nigeria.
Yeah.
I don't know if Boko Haram are dying at a higher rate than Christians in Nigeria.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can go look at that later. I have no issue with acknowledging any genocide that exists, but you just need evidence, right? And
I
I'm
ask you
saying
a
that there is
question?
evidence of Israel committing a genocide.
I don't know if that's a genocide.
It
They're doing a
absolutely
pretty
is.
good job then.
Why do they
Uh,
purposefully prevent food from going into Gaza?
According to what source? The Hamas news network?
No, according to the UN.
UN. Very, very credible UN.
Oh, what's not credible about the UN?
See, we can debate Israel right or wrong.
What
Right
is
or
not
wrong,
credible about the UN?
but UN, I don't trust them. I don't know.
Why not?
Everything they talk about is just everything's against the Israel.
Nope,
When,
not everything the UN does is against Israel.
Sure. How come they don't talk about 500,000 died in Sudan in the last 5-10 years? The war in Syria, 300,000.
You know that the Biden
died.
administration
Where's
actually
UN?
acknowledged that, right?
Good if they acknowledge that.
Okay,
Nothing has
wait,
been
so
done.
wait,
But I don't think we should do
and
anything.
also like what is causing there to be a prevention specifically is these countries' relations with the UAE, which is also something I disagree with. The UAE is funding, right, specifically a bunch of the groups going in and innocent people in Sudan.
Right. Just like they're funding Hezbollah and Hamas and the Houthis who are trying to
The UAE? Or do you mean Iran?
United Arab. Are you talking United Arab?
You think that UAE is funding Hamas?
Inadvertently, they're all.
What was your source for that one? Because I haven't heard this yet.
What is my source for that?
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious.
I think the Muslims, they stick together. Every Muslim nation wants to destroy the little country.
So you think Saudi Arabia and Iran are on the same side?
No, I don't think they're on the same side. But they're
What?
but
They're both
it's-
Muslim.
Yeah, but one's Sunni, one's Shiite. So
Oh, okay. So now not all Muslims are on the same side.
well, when they don't have the Israel to deal with, they got other issues to deal with. So they got their own.
You just got a bunch of bullshit here.
I just get a what?
You got a bunch
Oh,
of bullshit here.
Oh, that was the thing that you raised up.
Yeah, it says trust me, bro. Yeah, so
trust
it's like
Okay.
it's essentially
ask
saying
you-
you have no basis for your position.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You're a smart guy. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
24.
24. Okay. Would you ever vote for a Republican candidate?
Would I ever vote for Republican if they're the preferable candidate? But they're not. So
But
within
would you-
reality, no. But is it possible? Yes.
But how can you say they're not? They're not going to be a preferable candidate. You're only 24 years old. It might be at some point somebody comes along that you actually agree with their views that would make them
That's why I said it's possible, but it's most likely that's not the case, especially because I'm a progressive liberal.
progressive liberals. So can men get pregnant?
Trans men can.
Okay. No. Can men get pregnant?
Trans men are men.
What is it?
Not all men can, but trans men can.
See, that's where we differ. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm too old. Maybe since you're progressive, maybe
Nothing about what I said there is incorrect. It's just the way that I'm using the term.
Nothing that what you said about trans men is incorrect.
Yeah.
But do we believe in science?
Yes.
So
Nothing I
there's
said there denies science. Do you believe in science?
Yeah. So
Why do you support an administration, Trump specifically, who says that windmills are causing whales to die, numbers never seen before, who said we should look into disinfectant by injection to fight COVID-19, who said that he drinks Diet Coke because he thinks it kills cancer because it kills grass? Why do you support a guy that denied the effectiveness of Tylenol usage during pregnancy, said that it causes autism when there was a Swedish study that indicated no sufficient evidence to indicate that it causes autism? Or him saying that the climate's going to start cooling and science just doesn't know it yet.
The what is cooling? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he said the climate's going to start cooling and science just doesn't know it yet. He thinks climate change is a hoax.
Climate change is a hoax. And what do liberals believe is climate changes?
It's caused by humans. We believe in the scientific consensus of 99% of climate scientists around the globe that believe that climate change is caused by humans.
That could be true, but how do you fix that? You can't fix that. And why is it 99%?
Wait, you can, and also he denies the existence of it. So that's denying science, sir. Want to talk about science denial? That's your side, not mine.
Why is it 99%? Do 99% of scientists agree on gravity, or is it 100%?
I would assume that's 100%.
100%. So there's 99% that believe in what you say.
And this is climate scientists specifically.
Oh, climate science. So there could be just activists and say anything.
Nope,
to
these are climate scientists.
Okay. Climate change, not my thing.
Okay, but this is science, so regardless of whether it's your thing or not your thing, it's science, sir.
And it's still gonna be.
You just tried to act like my side was anti-science. Look at yourself.
No,
Do you think the COVID vaccines were safe and effective?
No.
Yep, you're anti-science. So stop sitting there acting like you guys are pro-science and we're anti-science. We are the ones that believe in science. You guys don't, okay? Nothing I said denies science. Everything I've said is completely 100% totally logically consistent with science.
Isn't it true that for a vaccine, it takes like 10 years to actually know if it's good or not,
No.
If it's good, it's 10 years.
No, it does not take 10 years.
So, but you switched my topic. I was talking about that men cannot get pregnant. You saying?
Yeah, because you tried to say that I'm anti-science. I said, one, it's not denying science, and two, you deny science yourself. You don't even believe the COVID vaccines are safe and effective. You're embarrassing yourself right now. You don't believe in science.
I didn't take a COVID vaccine.
Yeah, because you don't believe in science.
No. Why would I?
Yes.
Why would I take a vaccine?
Because you fucking believe in science. Why would I wear a seatbelt? I could still get injured if I get in a car. Why would I brush my teeth? I can still get cavities if I brush my teeth. Why should I floss? I can still get cavities if I floss.
But I should take a shot when somebody tells me, if you don't take a shot, you're gonna die. Oh, look at that, I'm still alive.
No, it's that you're going to be more likely to get it, more likely to transmit it to other people, more likely to get more sick from it, more likely to be hospitalized, more likely to die. So you should take the vaccine to reduce the likelihood of those things happening. And also, regardless of whether you take the vaccine or not, it is safe and effective. Just because you were too lazy to go take it doesn't mean it's not.
No, it's not that I'm too lazy. But
you absolutely are just too lazy. Right? You're too lazy to do the research. You're too lazy to get off your ass and go literally get the vaccine. Absolutely. What are you talking about?
No. I don't agree with it.
Yes. Go do the research. That's what you're too lazy to do mainly.
So what else? So you wouldn't vote for well, you say you possibly would vote for a Republican. If you had a Republican that would agree about climate change, that would agree about the science that you agree with, right? You would vote for that person if they ran a Republican ticket.
It depends who they're running against and what their other positions are.
You don't want to say yes and you don't want to say no.
If Kamala Harris and Donald Trump swapped parties, nothing changes about their positions, their views, or anything. Just the party that they're attached to. Nothing changes about the party in of itself or anything, right? Like the Republican Party is just the Democratic Party and the Democratic Party is just the Republican Party. I would vote for Kamala Harris, the Republican. Why? Because I care about the ideology, the character, right? What they're going to do for the country. That's what I care about, not just the political party that's attached to them.
So I think there should be, which probably will never happen in my lifetime, maybe in yours, that there would be another party that's not Democrat, that's not Republican. Because I think the Democrat hijacked half of America, Republicans hijacked another half of America. And the country is divided that way. Because the country I came from, coming to this country and seeing what this country does for people and the opportunity it gives people. This is the greatest country in the world by far.
Based in what metric?
Based in what metric? freedom of speech, freedom of religion, you would
Trump's
believe,
undermined both of those things.
of course.
Yeah, he's undermined
Trump
freedom of
undermines
speech
it.
specifically by trying to literally pass an executive order to remove legal permanent residence from the country for engaging in pro-Palestinian advocacy, which a federal court determined was in violation of Mahmoud Khalil's First Amendment rights. You can also point to the fact that he wanted to pass an executive order to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag, which the Supreme Court has identified as symbolic speech protected by the First Amendment. He's also called for the end of freedom of religion by calling for the ban of all Muslims entering the country. That's not pro-freedom of religion.
Well, I see. I agree with the pro anti-Muslim thing. If I was
So then
the,
you're not for freedom of religion.
I am, but
I am,
Islam is
but
not.
not this religion.
Islam it means to submit. Translation is submit. Islam only follows one thing.
Yeah, but
It does not
Islam's
follow
about
the
submitting to
Constitution.
Allah.
Only Quran.
Wait, so it's about
They don't care
submission to
about your
Allah.
values.
You have to
They
you have to
don't
acknowledge
they don't
that. I
care
don't know
about
what
my
else you're gonna say.
values.
Submit, like
No.
what?
They don't care
You do
about
that. You do that too as a
Democrat
Christian. Are you
values,
Christian?
Republican. No, I told you I'm a Jew.
Okay, so that you do that as someone who's Jewish as well.
But I'm not practicing Jew. I'm a. I mean, I eat pork.
So
You
are
know.
you just against religion?
I think.
Because I'm an agnostic
religion.
atheist, but I believe that there should be freedom
Yeah, I
of
think.
religion.
Yeah, I think religion is was made up to keep masses in line. However, I think if you're gonna choose lesser evil, I would. Islam is not the way to go.
If you want to choose
And
the lesser evil, you wouldn't support Trump. And also, by the way, that's not a justification to ban Muslims from entering the country. Because based upon that argument, I could ban all MAGA from coming to the country.
of course.
Yeah, we
How
should do
about
that. We should deport all MAGA, ban all MAGA from the country. No more MAGA. We don't want it anymore, actually. Get rid of all the MAGA. Okay, actually, okay. Since we're just deporting people and getting rid of them for having
but
specific
see,
ideological opinions, get
if
rid
the
of all the
Demo-
MAGA, actually, okay?
if the Democrats had an ability to do so, they would do it.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, we wouldn't. That's absurd.
Absolutely would.
Dude, that is absurd. We don't want to
Can I?
just, that's against freedom of speech, sir.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many is Muslims there now in the Senate or in the Congress?
I don't know.
Approximately, there may be like 10 right now, 5 or 10,
I don't know.
right? Like Ilhan Omar, Talib. There's others, right? There's like maybe 5, 6, 7.
Okay,
In,
and?
in 10 years, it'll double, it'll triple. In 20 years, it's gonna be more. In 30 years, it's gonna. Why you don't think that's possible?
Do you think that Muslims will be a majority of the country?
They're not gonna be a majority. They don't have to be a majority. But you support LGBT?
Yes.
Do you think they're a little hypocrite? LGBT?
Do I think what?
They're a little hypocritical now.
Who?
The LGBT community.
No, why would you
Do you
say that the
remember?
entire community is hypocritical?
Do you remember the case when I think it was after COVID in Colorado? There was a bakery.
Wait,
They were a Christian bakery, and they wouldn't bake a cake for a gay wedding. Yes, I don't know if you remember that. And then
I sure?
they got they got threats, they got protests by their business, their family, and by their house.
Yeah, and that just happened
LGBTQ
recently too.
community.
Did you know that Hive Bakery specifically, actually run by a person who is on the Necessary Conversation? I've talked to her, Haley. She's amazing. She posted a video about how she's not serving things for July 4th, right? Because she doesn't feel like patriotic due to the fact that the Trump administration is undermining this country, right? And she's been getting responses from people on the internet for so long. She's been getting death threats. She's been getting people just calling in and harassing her. She's getting all the things you just associated specifically with that one Christian cake place,
No, but
right?
you
And
didn't
that's
let me
literally
finish.
just for saying that she didn't want to provide stuff for July 4th because she
You didn't
disagrees with the Trump administration.
you
And
didn't let
W.
me
Haley
finish.
for that. We love that, and I'm so happy to see that people are seeing this information and that it was reported on by Aaron Parnas.
Okay,
It was
but you didn't let
everywhere.
me finish. You didn't let me finish. When I'm just using that one case to get to my next point. When the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, and the mayor of Hamstram took the pride flags down from the council building, And when they said that there's not going to be any gay pride parades because their only pride is to Allah, why isn't LGBTQ protesting that?
I would protest that.
And why aren't they?
That people are. People in the LGBTQ plus community absolutely are.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't seen any protests in Dearborn, Michigan, or in Hamtramck, Michigan. When are we going?
Okay, so like, wait, do you think I fly out to other states to protest in person?
Not you personally, but people do come to different states.
There absolutely have been protests. What are you talking about?
No, I have not seen
one protest. And also, dude, just because you didn't hear about them doesn't change anything.
Right. They don't protest because.
Where do you see conservatives protesting?
When do I what?
Where do you see conservatives protesting?
Where?
Yeah.
I don't see conservatives protesting.
Yeah, so then, like, does that mean conservatives don't exist, for example? Or conservatives are hypocritical because...
But
like, well, that makes... I don't know what you're arguing.
I see a lot of protests in a lot of college campuses, and I'm, protesting waving the Free Palestine and all the other flags.
Based, by the way. Free Palestine.
Based. Let me ask you this.
Do you believe in a free Palestine?
Do I what?
Do you believe in a free Palestine?
From Hamas, yes.
You can't say from the IOF, the Israeli Offensive Forces?
It's IDF, Israeli Defensive Forces.
No, it's the IOF, the Israeli Offensive Forces. Or, I mean, if you want to call it the IDF, the Israeli Demonic Forces, I'm cool with that one as well.
Demonic. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so...
either one, you pick. Either Israeli Offensive Forces or Israeli demonic forces. I'm down with either or.
See, the problem is, no matter what Israel does, no matter what Jews do, people will always say, Jews are bad. And
I don't think Jewish people are bad. I think that the state of Israel is engaging in bad behaviors and horrible things, but that does not mean that that's applicable, right, to people who are Jewish. You can be Jewish and anti-Zionist.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Okay, if you believe the state of Israel should exist, you're a Zionist. Okay.
Wait, you can believe that the state of Israel should exist, but as a state with equal rights, where Palestinians are recognized equally, right? Which, by the way, does not exist currently, as it's a Jewish ethno-state. Where, by the way, currently there are organizations operating within the context of the West Bank, which, by the way, just detained a U.S. congressional representative. Forces within the West Bank, specifically those that are Israeli settlers. By the way, they're defined by organizations, by the United States even. They literally held, at gunpoint, Ro Khanna in detention.
Ro Khanna. Wow, yeah, Ro Khanna. Just like he was in detention, was he there with Greta Thunberg? In detention.
No, and I bet you would have justified that, what Ben Gvir did.
No, I don't, because none of the...
Did you see what he did? Do you condemn that?
Who did? I'm sorry, go ahead.
The videos that Ben Gvir made specifically with all of the people who were protesting?
Please enlighten me. What videos?
Yeah, you should go look at the videos where they specifically were doing all of these torturesque things to them. They're literally taking videos of them where they're forcing them to stare at the wall and be on the ground, all with God damn it! Why is this microphone cutting out?
Which people were they doing this to?
I just described. They were doing this specifically to protesters.
Greta Thunberg?
Yeah, Greta Thunberg and all the other people that were protesting on the flotilla.
Nothing like that happened. Greta Thunberg.
What's up?
So you believe in the chant from the river to the sea?
That Palestine should be free? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So from the river to the sea means from the Jordanian River, right, to the Mediterranean Sea, and total annihilation of state of Israel is that what the chant means.
As a Jewish ethno-state.
What do you mean by ethno?
It means Jewish supremacy, right? That specifically it's going to have a majority Jewish population in order to be able to maintain Jewish control over that particular land. Jewish control.
How many Jews live in Israel?
I think it's something like 15, 20 million, something like that.
No, there's 15 million Jews in the world. Israel has maybe 5 million Jews, and then 2 million Arabs. So there's about 7 million population in Israel.
Oh, it's 9.55 million.
9.55 million. Okay, 2 million of those. How many of those are Arab Muslims?
It's about 20% of the population.
20%. What's 20% of 9 million? About,
And not necessarily Muslim. They could be Christian or Muslim, etc.
but okay, Arabs. Talking about Arabs.
Make up 20%. You're not categorizing in the West Bank that's under Israeli occupation, where settlers are going in and stealing land from Palestinians.
Settlers are going and like the same. They're stealing land like in 2006 when Jews left Gaza, took their the dead and buried their dead. They took them and left Gaza to Gaza,
And then funded
Gaza.
Hamas to prop them up so that they could then limit the PA from establishing a secondary state of Palestine.
Israel funded Hamas?
Yes, they allowed Netanyahu specifically allowed for Qatari funds to go into Gaza specifically to fund Hamas, purposefully, because he wanted to create an opposition force to the PA, so that they couldn't establish a Palestinian state. That's explicitly what he said.
That's explicitly what he said.
Yeah, it's on the Israel Times.
Of course, Israel funded Hamas. Yes.
No, not that they. I never even said that they found. I just said that they were funding
No, not
it.
founded. Funded.
Yeah, allowing for funding. Yeah.
No, I don't believe it.
So it's just a vibe. It's just a trust me, bro. After I gave you a source,
What source?
I just cited to you the Israel Times.
Israel Times. Every source you're quoting is from Hamas network, and
The Israel Times is Hamas.
Israel Times.
Hamas controls the Israel Times. Really?
Do you think there is?
No. Answer that question. Do you think Hamas controls the Israel Times?
No. But do you think?
Okay, so then shut the fuck up.
That undermine Netanyahu. Do you think there are people in Israel that would undermine Netanyahu?
Are there people in Israel that undermine Netanyahu? Yes.
Yes. So why would in Israel Times some writer write like a piece saying Netanyahu said that, whatever you said?
Wait,
Why would they?
Can you just like criticize the positions or like the article for the article in of itself rather than just saying I'm not going to accept it because there are some people that are anti Netanyahu within Israel?
Those people could be writing the article. It's like.
And why are you pro Netanyahu?
I'm not pro Netanyahu. I'm pro Israel, my man.
So you're anti Netanyahu.
No, I'm not anti Netanyahu. I'm not pro Netanyahu.
So you're like agnostic on Netanyahu? Like what?
I believe Israel as a country should exist. That's what I believe.
As a country or as a Jewish ethno-state?
No, as a Jewish state, ethno-state. There's 2 million Arabs living in what is
Yeah, you want a Jewish. So by the way, Jewish ethno-state means a majority Jewish population maintained purposefully in order to maintain Israeli domination of the land.
Israeli domination over that. That's pretty good. I like talking to you, my man. You have good points, but I think you're misled a little bit.
What was I misled on?
Are you Jewish, by the way? Because you look a little Jewish.
I look Jewish? No, I'm not.
What's
If you count 1%.
Parker?
If you count 1%.
I mean, technically, everybody is a Jew because they're the oldest religion.
That's a ridiculous thing to argue. No, that's not true. But like, do you count 1%?
1% of if you're 1%.
Yeah, I'm 1% Jewish.
Oh well, yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I'm
for
like
sure. Count that. Yes, let's go.
I'm half percent black, so.
Hey, Parker's now Jewish because he's 1% Jewish. Look at this.
Now you're a self-hating Jew. See?
I don't hate Jewish people.
You just said you want from the river to the sea. That means destruction
for
of
Palestine
Israel.
To be free.
From Hamas.
Yeah, asking for Palestinians to be free and saying Palestinians should be free is not saying that I hate Jewish people. Like what?
Another topic, because we're not gonna agree on the Israel, unless you want to move on. I don't know. Maybe you're tired of me.
I mean, Can you give me anything Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him?
But okay, when you ask me Trump, I'm supporting Trump because he's a Republican Party, right? The nominee of the Republican Party. So like I'm not. You know, there's people who are very far left and very far right. I'm not. I'm like in the middle, but I'm leaning more right. You know, I lean more right.
So
like
is there anything Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him?
If there's is there anything that Trump would do that I would stop supporting him? I mean, give me an example. Like what?
Can you name anything specifically?
No.
You don't know?
What do you mean specifically? Like what?
You can't name anything that Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him.
Okay, if Trump goes into a church or a mosque or a synagogue or a school or anything with a shotgun and starts shooting people, of course I would not support
What
him.
about if he bombs a school?
If he bombs a school, no, I would not support him.
Yeah,
What
they
if
did
he
that in
bombs?
Iran. They bombed a girls' school in Iran.
Oh my God! Yeah, so now they're all bomb schools. Sean bomb a school. Did he bomb it
They
or
double tapped it.
they double tapped it? Because he
Yeah.
said there's kids in that school. I want those kids dead. Let's bomb them.
I mean, I'm not sure if that was said or anything, but it's possible.
So Trump's the only president to ever bomb a country, right? And where there were casualties.
No.
Okay, thank you. So give me another example. Let's not. What else would? I mean, who do you?
How about if he's a violent sex offender?
Violent sex offender?
Yeah,
Then I would not support him.
he is.
Is he?
Yeah, he was held civilly liable of forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll's against her will, which makes him a violent sex offender.
When did this? Like, is this the lady that says 40 years ago he?
Happened 1995, 1996, which is 30 years ago.
Is that, if I remember correctly, what the court said that it doesn't it was not actual rape, but it could have been a rape.
No, the court did say it was, like, for example, the judge said that Donald Trump in fact raped E. Jean Carroll. It's just under civil law, it wasn't defined as rape under the civil law sense, which now it is, by the way, because in order for it to be defined as rape under a civil law sense, at that particular time, it had to be the use of a male member to forcefully penetrate a woman's against her will, which she didn't know whether it was his fingers or his male member. So it wasn't designated as rape under the civil law, but it was designated as sexual abuse. But the point that I would say is that, and what the judge said as well, is that the colloquial usage of the term that we have of rape refers to any forceful penetration of a woman's against her will as rape, regardless of whether or not it used a male member or not. So that's still going to be.
That's a little, I don't know. That's a more like he said, she said. 40
No,
years
it's not.
ago. You just said they said it wasn't rape. Now it is rape. Then it wasn't a rape. Then it was rape. He didn't.
I'm
rape
sorry.
you.
There's no way you're this
Remember?
fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I just explained it to you. I did not say it is, it isn't, it is, it isn't. How fucking dishonest do you have to be to dismiss everything I just said without even listening to it?
First you said it wasn't civil rape. Then it's a civil rape.
Hey, dude, let me explain to you. Under civil law at that time, it wasn't defined as rape legally, but it is in a colloquial sense, the typical way that we use the term. Okay, so legally, it is defined now as rape. But at that time, when the liability case happened, it wasn't legally defined as it. Did you understand it this time? Did it make sense?
I understand you completely, my friend.
Okay, so are you gonna? So don't purposefully and dishonestly do that ever again. That was ridiculous. I just explained it to you. If you misunderstood, you can say it, but don't just do this full of, oh, you said it was rape, you said it wasn't rape. No, I didn't. Listen to what I actually say, dumbass.
Dumbass. Okay, smartass. When are we gonna arrest Trump for Epstein files? You ready to talk about that?
Yeah, when is the Trump administration going to release all of them? When is the Trump administration going to start arresting people for doing things that are literally child sex crimes? Yeah, explain to me. When is the Trump administration going to do that?
Probably the same time Biden's administration could have done that. But we're not.
Well,
gonna
there
do
wasn't an
what-
Epstein Files Transparency Act that was passed for them to be able to do so. There was under Trump's administration, though.
Okay, so you agree we should arrest Trump for Epstein files,
Yeah.
and then you'd be happy, and everybody would be happy on the left. You know what I think it should be done if you think Trump is guilty of that and Epstein files.
What?
Every name that was on Epstein files, not just Trump, but every other name. If you're gonna arrest Trump, you arrest everybody who is in that file. Everybody. If they're in the United States, you arrest everybody. If they're in a country that would extradite to the United States, everybody. And I'm talking about Trump.
Yes, anyone
Trump,
who's implicated
Clinton,
in the
Biden,
files
Obama,
should be arrested.
Hank, everybody. Yes.
Everybody who's implicated in the files should be arrested, absolutely.
So you agree that everybody should be arrested?
Who's
Not
implicated
just
in the
Trump.
files, yes.
Not just Trump. Everybody whose name is in the file.
Who's implicated?
Implicated. Okay. So Clintons are not implicated. Obama's not implicated.
Obama's not implicated now. Where is Obama implicated?
Is Obama's name not in the Epstein files?
No.
Wasn't there pictures of Obama and with Tom Hanks and a boat and a file?
There's not any pictures of Obama in the Epstein files.
Let Obama stay. Let Obama. We'll let Obama out of jail.
But when did Obama do anything in the files?
If his name's not in the files, then I take it back. Then I'm wrong.
It's
then
not.
Then we're not arresting Obama. He's okay.
Okay, and you know I'm saying implicated in the files, right?
Only one is implicated, which is Trump.
No, I never said it was just Trump, dude. These people, dude, like they're the most insufferable, annoying people to deal with. I swear. Like it's just like I'm not saying that. You just want to distract away from accountability on behalf of Trump for any behavior he does that's bad. You're literally giving him cover for child sex crimes. Get your head out of your ass.
For anything. You're saying insufferable and this and this.
Yeah.
If we're having a conversation, it's not a one-way conversation. If you have an opinion, you say the Epstein files said that. Was it not true that Trump in 2006 threw him out of Mar-a-Lago and went to the FBI and told them about Jeffrey Epstein and all that stuff? And that never happened. Okay.
So the reason why he threw him out of Mar-a-Lago was because he stole a worker from him. That was the reason that Trump gave. And then this phone call you're referencing, which isn't even verified, by the way, in the phone call, apparently Trump says that they've known about this for a long time. So that means he knew about it and didn't go to the authorities until after he was arrested.
Oh, the guy said, am I the Israel agent, by the way? No. But that's pretty cool that they commented.
Did you hear anything I just said? What did I just say?
You said that the phone call was never made, that there was never proven that there was a phone call, that he called FBI.
I said stuff after that.
But I know I understand people hate Trump, anything Trump does. Whatever Trump does, we're anti-Trump. Who do you want to be the next president of the United States? Tell me.
AOC.
AOC, why?
Because she has progressive policies I like.
Progressive policies. What are progressive policies? Like
universal health care.
Universal health care. Free
child care.
For everybody.
Addressing climate change.
I don't know. Probably AOC. I think Democrats can come up with a little bit better. No?
Can you tell me one thing that AOC's done that you disagree with?
I don't follow AOC.
So then how could you say that she's not as good?
You're right. Maybe she is. In your opinion, obviously, you like the progressive liberals.
Yeah.
But that's the undertone of everything progressive liberal is a little bit of Marxism, yes or no?
No, I'm not a Marxist.
No, but the undertone of progressive liberalism, especially now, is got Marxist undertones.
No.
When we talk about free healthcare, free this, somebody got to pay for it. Right.
Universal healthcare isn't Marxist undertone.
I'm talking about universal healthcare, free childcare, free school, free everything free.
I'm not saying everything free, but free universal healthcare, absolutely. Other countries have done it around the world that have better average health outcomes than us, have lower wait times, and have lower costs. Like for example, Germany has literally lower wait times, lower costs per capita, and they have better health outcomes.
I don't know about Germany, but I know Soviet Union had universal healthcare that didn't go very well for people who were not in government.
Can you name one system around the world that doesn't have a universal type system that has better outcomes?
One system in the world that has a universal...
That doesn't have a universal system that has better outcomes.
That doesn't have a universal system that has a better outcome? I don't know.
So you can't just use the USSR as a cop-out for this?
I'm not using it as a cop-out. I'm saying it's not as great as people say universal healthcare.
Yes, it is. It's better than what we have here. And I just gave you metrics to say it's better, and I gave you a specific example.
Okay.
You know Israel has this, right?
Maybe they do.
Yeah, so you don't want to be like Israel?
I do want to be like Israel.
Okay, so then we should have universal healthcare, right?
Universal healthcare for 350 million people is a little bit different than for 9 million people, wouldn't you say?
Then can we apply it on a statewide basis or a county-wide basis?
If it could probably work, but I would say a lot of states waste money in places that they probably shouldn't which probably would make better use spent into the healthcare system as far as, universal healthcare. But government's corrupt on both sides, my friend. And you can't say it's not. You can't say Democrats don't steal, and you can't say Republicans. Well, obviously, you would say Republicans steal, but
Trump
Democrats
is significantly more corrupt.
significantly more corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
So Trump is corrupt because
He's using the position of presidency to make billions of dollars while president.
okay, and all the other ones are not. All the other ones are not. So people go into Congress, right, to be a senator or whatever, to government. Yearly wages, what they make, 150 grand, 200 grand, let's say. Would you say?
For the House of Reps,
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's like 175 or something.
Yeah, and how are they 5 years, 6 years later multimillionaires?
So again, this is specifically. It's not that they gain. If you look at accrued net worth under the candidacy for Democrats versus Republicans, it's half for the Democrats as opposed to the Republicans. Can you now engage the point that I'm mentioning and specifically refer to how Trump has literally gone from 2.3 billion in 2024 to 6.5 billion here in 2026?
Is that his net worth according to?
Yes.
Tell me what
Forbes.
source is that? Forbes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you probably have so Wikipedia says he's only worth 3.9 billion. So which source is more accurate?
Go to Forbes.
No, but why is Forbes? Okay, I'll go to Forbes. But why do you think? Obviously, Forbes is a business magazine, but you think they're more credible than others?
Yeah, you just try to cite Wikipedia, sir.
Okay, let's see. So Wikipedia is not credible, is what you're saying?
I typically don't cite Wikipedia.
I can't even. I gotta get an app for Forbes. But okay, whatever. We'll agree to disagree on that one. But
All right. Bye.
all right, my man. Hey.